Guys, I'm surprised I'm live. It's been a long time since I've done a video and I wanted to come and say hi. I just actually finished the most awesome channeling symposium. I advertised it on the Facebook group. I'm not sure if any of you guys were able to be there, but it was amazing. And I wanted to share a few things that came through that I thought were really insightful. We had channelers, oh my God, we had people doing archangels, ascended masters, archetypes, connecting to your higher self. I mean, light beings, beings from other solar systems, like all kinds of channeling information came through. It was really cool. But in the end, we did a Q&A and we did a question on, excuse me, how do you start trusting yourself if you're just kind of new to this work? Not necessarily channeling, doing any of this kind of work. And it's a big question. And it's something that I teach all the time in my mediumship classes. I do it in my one-on-one work, in my mentorship stuff, because it's a huge deal for us. I don't think I know one channeler, medium, healer, anybody who doesn't have self-trust wounds around, like, kind of knowing that they're not making it up. That's really the biggest question. How do I know this isn't just me? And I've been working a lot with clients lately on kind of finding a way to develop that inner trust. And unfortunately, there's no easy answer, but I wanted to share some kernels of wisdom that came through from the symposium. And these are all really skilled channelers, so they all have lots of experience doing this. And basically, number one is to feel the fear and kind of honor that fear and honor that doubt and that concern, because it's not there to harm you, it's there to protect you. It's there to, like, keep you safe. And in my experience, for the work I do, it's usually from past life soul wounds around, I think, and I covered this a long time in my chakra series, but it's around, you know, being persecuted for doing this work in other lives, being gaslit to believe that you actually caused harm to others. And I'm talking about, like, being tried as a witch and all kinds of nonsense that happened in other lives. Our souls are carrying a lot of those wounds. And so it really is one of the main reasons that we have so many incarnated light workers in this time period, because we are here to heal those wounds finally, and to realize that we finally step into our light, step into our grace and our divine wisdom, share it with others, heal the world, and we're not going to get killed for it. Hey, bonus. So, excuse me. So it's honoring that fear and understanding where it comes from. And then another thing that came through, which all of us agreed on when we were talking about it, is that the fear never truly goes away. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be just a little kind of nudge of, like, oh God, what if I screw up? What if I make a fool of myself? What if I say the wrong thing, or I mess up the words coming through or the message coming through? I will share my experience. It repeatedly, and I've been doing this over a decade professionally, but it repeatedly feels like I'm jumping just for a moment, just a split second of, oh my God, can I do this? And then what I want to share is the minute you kind of step back and relax and allow the flow to start coming through. And so you take your fear or your doubt and you kind of put it in a little box and you say, I see you, I hear you, I'll deal with you later. And you allow the flow to start coming through. You can feel when you click on, like, you can really start to feel it. And it's the key that I teach over and over, because people don't realize this, is it's subtle. It's very subtle. It's not a huge lightning bolt. Angels don't come down from the sky and trumpet in your face. And I think a lot of people think doing mediumship or any of this kind of work, it's very noticeable when you switch on and off. It's really not, at least in my experience and in my clients' experience. It's very subtle. It's an in and out flow that you're doing. And so, hey, Darian. So it's about trusting that the flow is kind of always there and allowing yourself to step in and out of it. And that this is the hardest part, is trusting the subtle cues and signs you get. So recently I just worked with a client one-on-one around trying to figure out her kind of yes and no, in terms of, does she feel connected to spirit and it's coming through, or does it feel like it might be her own mind or her own ego getting in the way? And again, it was a little subtle for her, but she could feel a little bit of a body shift, like a little tingle in her heart chakra. And for her, what she didn't realize is she has always been getting images. She's always been clairvoyant, but she thought clairvoyance was, like, bright and big and really obvious and, like, catching your attention. It's, for most of us, it's like quick, subtle flashes that you have to, like, really tune in to catch. And so once we started to get her to practice that, she's like, oh my God, I've been getting images my whole life, like intuitive images. I just didn't know that's what it was. So it's about really honoring that you have all the clairs. All of us have all the clairs. That is really important for people to understand. What your soul likes to do with them is totally up to you. We each kind of have our favorites that we pick, or combinations of favorites. And so it's understanding that the clairs are all there, but they might be a little more subtle than I think, say, the media makes out to be, or the popular belief is that, clairaudience, you hear full conversations. Some people do, and it's possible, but it's more often than not, it would be a very brief flash of a word or phrase, and it's sometimes in your own voice, which can be really confusing. So it's about anchoring into knowing yourself and knowing what your intention is when doing this kind of work, and knowing that as long as your intention is that whatever you're bringing through is for the highest good of all involved, including yourself, that kind of helps move some of the ego out of the way. And then it's about really tuning into your subtle cues and signs around what's coming through. And again, sometimes we get combinations of clairs. And so you might get a flash of an image and then, like my client, feel something in your chakra, or get a body tingle, or something that kind of is a backup confirmation that you're receiving information. So I guess my biggest advice is to honor the subtle stuff. And that's really hard. It takes a lot of practice to tune into, but it's all there. And all of anybody in this group, without a doubt, is a medium and a healer and an intuitive and a channel and all of that. So you guys have all been doing it your whole lives. Sometimes it just takes a while to kind of realize what it is, because it's what your soul knows. So it's hard to actually realize that there's that you're actually receiving source information. But the more you practice tuning into yourself and knowing what feels real and true to you, and knowing when it feels like you're really truly healing, with any kind of message, even if it's kind of a tougher message, even those tough love messages, which I've had to give a few times and they're hard, but even those, you can feel that it's coming from love and with unconditional divine love, and it's for the other person's highest good. So if there's any sense that there's criticism or judgment and the love is not there, that's probably your own stuff coming in. So it's just, there's a lot to kind of practice being aware of, but I just wanted to hop on and talk about it because I think it's a huge, huge topic among anybody trying to do this work, or just starting out, or just getting to know their own skills. And the other thing I want to say is self-trust is a lifelong lesson. It always will be, but it does get easier, even though it feels like I'm still jumping off the cliff. My the duration of feeling that is really short now. Like, it's a flash and it's gone. And sometimes I bypass it, which is kind of cool. I don't even feel it. But whereas in the beginning, I would agonize and be like, oh God, I don't want to make a fool of myself. I don't want to screw this up. I don't want to cause harm. All that stuff that I think a lot of us kind of work with. So I think that's it. I can hear my toddler banging on the door, so I need to go. But that was just my quick little thing from the symposium. I think she's, the woman who put it together is going to sell the recording or put the replay together. So I'll post it for you guys if anybody's interested in purchasing it. It was such a powerful 3 hours. It was really amazing to watch and to be a part of. So I think that's it for now. And I will hop on again as spirit moves me, whatever else I'm supposed to talk about. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. I really miss all you guys. It's been a long time since I've really done regular videos. But I'm here. So please keep reaching out. And I love seeing the posts that have been coming up lately. And I'll start thinking about what other kind of videos to do. And again, please do post if you have questions, if you have videos you want to do, videos you want me to talk about, like subjects. Yeah, I'm totally open. So I want to help you guys as much as possible. So can't wait. All right. Take care, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.